My fiance's family had a radical honesty tradition at Sunday dinners. We keep it real here, her father said. If you can't handle the truth, you're not family material. I smiled and stayed quiet for 2 years. Then, when they pushed me to share my honest thoughts, I brought up her brother's embezzled funds, her sister's forged credentials, and her mother's $47,000 gambling debt. The table went completely silent. I'd been with Vanessa for 2 years, attending her family's Sunday dinners every single week. The Caldwell family prided themselves on radical honesty. No filter, no politeness, just brutal truth. I was the perpetual outsider, the boyfriend who sat quietly while they dissected everything about everyone. Her father explained it early on. We don't do fake nice in this family. We say what needs to be said. Builds character. If you're going to marry into this family, you better have thick skin. Last Sunday, about 20 minutes into dinner, it started. Her brother Cole looked at me. So, you're still doing that middle management thing at the insurance company? Man, Vanessa could have dated a doctor. Her ex was in medical school. Everyone chuckled. Her sister Bridget jumped in. Remember when he showed up in that suit from Target? Dad, didn't you say he looked like he was going to sell you a used Kia? More laughter. Her father grinned. I said he looked like he bought a used Kia and was trying to sell me one. Then her mother started. Vanessa showed me photos of your apartment. Very minimalist. That's code for can't afford furniture, right? She turned to Vanessa. Honey, you're 32. Your biological clock is ticking. Are you sure about this one? They kept going. My state school degree versus their Ivy League education. My gym membership at Planet Fitness instead of their country club. The fact that I drove a Mazda. That I brought wine from Trader Joe's. Even my haircut looked discount. I sat there, cutting my chicken, nodding occasionally. But I'd been sitting at this table for 104 Sundays, sitting quietly while they forgot I was listening. Sitting in the next room during their family-only conversations that I could hear through the French doors. After dessert, her father leaned back. You know what? We've been doing all the talking. What do you honestly think about us, about this family? Give us some of that radical honesty. Or are you too polite? Vanessa nudged me. You can share. It's okay. You want radical honesty? I asked. That's the tradition, Bridget said. Don't be scared. I set down my fork. Okay, Cole, that promotion to VP you've been celebrating for 6 months, the one where you handle vendor contracts, how much of that $280,000 in overcharged invoices from your buddy's company made it back to you? Because Vanessa mentioned you've been taking a lot of weekend trips to the Caymans lately for someone who complained about being broke last year. Cole's face went red. What are you? Bridget, congrats on your Harvard MBA. Does your firm know you bought it from a diploma mill? Because I was right there when you told Vanessa you couldn't pass the GMAT and found that website. $15,000 for a fake degree is steep, but I guess it matched your LinkedIn profile. Bridget started crying. Her father was staring. Is this true? And speaking of LinkedIn, how's that online poker going? Vanessa had to loan you $12,000 last year to cover your losses. Then another $35,000 this spring. She's been eating ramen for dinner 3 nights a week to rebuild her savings while you're playing $500 hands on those offshore sites. I looked at her mother. Her face went pale. Her father's jaw dropped. Patricia, you told me that money was for your sister's medical bills. I'm being radically honest, I said. That's what builds character, right? I looked at Vanessa's father. And sir, since you're so concerned about my qualifications, does Vanessa know about your 26-year-old secretary? The one you've been taking to that hotel in Stamford every Tuesday? I saw you there last month when my company met nearby. You didn't notice me in the lobby, but I noticed you checking in with someone who definitely wasn't mom. The room exploded. Her mother was screaming. Cole was trying to explain. Bridget ran from the table. Her father was demanding to know how I dared. You asked for honesty, I said, standing up. I gave you 2 years of it. The next morning, Vanessa was at my apartment. Eyes swollen, voice hoarse. You destroyed my family. I shared honest observations. Builds character. Those were private things I told you in confidence. So when your dad calls me broke in front of everyone, that's honesty. When I mention your brother's embezzlement, that's betrayal. I pulled out my phone, showed her the texts where she'd called me her safety net boyfriend and said I was good enough for now until someone better came along. Where she'd told Bridget I was practice for the real marriage. We broke up that day. Cole got fired after an audit found the full paper trail. Bridget's firm rescinded her position when they verified her credentials. Her parents are in marriage counseling and her mom's in Gamblers Anonymous.